Imagine that waking up, heading to the gas station, and the price has jumped 40% overnight. You check your investment account and all you see is a sea of red. This isn't a Hollywood movie. This is what happens when the two most volatile powers on the map decide to flex their muscles. The US and Iran aren't just fighting over borders or ideologies. They are fighting for control of the key that opens and closes your wallet. Today, I'm going to teach you not only how to survive this chaos, but how to be among the few who actually make money while the world is panicking. The Strait of Hormuz, the world's choke point. To understand why your pocket suffers when there's tension in the Middle East, we have to talk about a tiny strip of water called the Strait of Hormuz. Think of this as the only exit door of a massive shopping mall. If someone blocks that door, nobody can get their purchases out. Nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through that strait. If Iran decides to close the door in response to the US, the price of oil doesn't just go up, it skyrockets. Imagine your city has only one bakery, and suddenly, the street where the flour is delivered gets blocked. What happens to the price of bread? It goes up because there's very little and everyone wants it. Well, oil is the flour of almost everything you consume. It's not just the gas in your car, it's the plastic in your phone, the fertilizer for the apples you buy, and the fuel for the truck delivering your Amazon orders. The chain reaction, inflation, and rates. This is where most people make the mistake of thinking, I don't have a car, so it doesn't affect me. Wrong. When oil goes up, the transport of everything goes up. If transport costs rise, supermarkets raise their prices. If prices rise, we get inflation. And here comes the final blow. To stop that inflation, central banks, like the Fed in the US, raise interest rates. What does this mean for you? Your credit card becomes more expensive, your variable rate mortgage goes up, and getting a loan for your business becomes nearly impossible. The conflict between the US and Iran is, in reality, an invisible tax you pay every time you swipe your card. If you've made it this far and you understand that chaos is an opportunity for those who are prepared, I want you to stop right now and write the word SHIELD in the comments. That's how I'll know you're one of the few who won't let the news cycle trample over your future. Defense strategies. 1. The golden bunker. Gold and metals. When the missiles start flying and the headlines turn black, the world's money gets terrified, and scared money always runs to the same place it has run for 5,000 years. Gold. Why? Because gold is the only international citizen. It doesn't need a government signature to have value. It doesn't care about the Federal Reserve or the Iranian rial. If the power goes out and the digital banking system glitches, gold is still gold. It is real money that cannot be printed out of thin air by a politician in a suit. The pro strategy: forget the movies. You don't need a pickaxe or a secret floor safe. Today, you can use gold, ETFs like GLD or IAU. These are exchange-traded funds. They live on your phone like a stock, but every share you buy is backed by physical gold bars sitting in high-security vaults in London or New York. Think of it as your financial airbag. When the stock market car crashes because of a geopolitical explosion, the gold airbag inflates to protect your net worth. 2. The energy play, turning expense into profit. Here is the ultimate mind shift. Most people see a conflict in the Middle East and cry when they see the price at the gas pump. But a strategist sees a profit center. If the Strait of Hormuz is threatened, oil prices don't just rise, they skyrocket. This means the big oil giants like ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Shell start printing money. By investing in an energy fund like XLE, you are creating what we call a natural hedge. The logic is simple. If it costs you $30 more to fill your tank this month, but your energy stocks went up by $300 because of the same conflict, you didn't lose money, you won. You've turned a global crisis into a personal subsidy. The modern twist: don't just look at the oil rigs, look at the sun and the wind. Every time there is a conflict with a petrostate like Iran, Western governments start screaming, "We need energy independence now!" This fear fast-tracks billions in subsidies for solar, wind, and hydrogen. You're betting on the green future while the fossil fuel present is literally on fire. It's a double win for your portfolio. 3. Cash, your reserve ammunition. This is where 90% of people fail. When the war headlines hit, people panic. They run to the store and spend their last $2,000 on tuna cans and bottled water. Or worse, they see their stocks drop 10% and they sell everything at the bottom because they're scared. In times of war, liquidity is power. Think of it this way. Imagine Apple, Google, or Amazon are luxury mansions. Normally, they cost $2 million, but because there's a fire 3 blocks away, a conflict in the Middle East, everyone is panicking and trying to sell their mansions for $1 million just to get out. If you have cash, liquidity, you are the only person in the neighborhood who can walk in and buy those luxury houses at a 50% discount. 4. Bulletproof sectors, the must-haves. Even if there is a conflict half a world away, the basic human machine doesn't stop. This is where you find the bulletproof sectors. These are companies that keep making money whether there is peace or war. Consumer staples. Think Walmart, Coca-Cola, or Procter & Gamble. Even if there are drones in the Persian Gulf, you are still going to brush your teeth tomorrow morning. You're still going to buy toilet paper. These stocks are boring, but in a crisis, boring is beautiful. Healthcare. People don't stop needing their heart medication or their insulin because of a geopolitical spat. Pharma giants are the ultimate defensive walls. Defense and aerospace. Let's be cold-blooded for a second. If tensions rise, governments sign billion-dollar contracts with companies like Lockheed Martin or Raytheon. These companies don't just survive conflict, they are built for it. Including them in your portfolio is how you ensure that while the world is spending on defense, they are essentially paying you. This is the expanded, yet punchy narration for the investor psychology section. It focuses on the mental game required to survive a 60-minute deep dive without losing focus. The enemy in the mirror. Investor. Psychology 1. Recency. Bias. The danger of now. The first trap is recency bias. Humans are biologically programmed to believe that what is happening right now will continue forever. If the market drops 5% today because of a headline about Iran, your brain doesn't see a discount, it sees a straight line to zero. It's like driving a car into a dark tunnel. If you have recency bias, you freak out and slam on the brakes because you think the sun has ceased to exist. You forget that every tunnel in history has an exit. Markets are like a spring. The harder the weight of fear pushes them down, the more violent and powerful the jump back up will be once the tension breaks. 2. The herd effect, don't be a sheep. When the news goes viral, social media becomes a slaughterhouse. You'll see experts screaming, "Sell everything, the crash is here." This is the herd effect, and it's the fastest way to stay broke. The problem is that the herd is always late. They sell after the price has already crashed and buy after the conflict is over and prices are high again. Be like Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. When everyone else is running for the exit, that's your cue to stand still and look for the opportunities they are dropping on the floor. 3. Analysis paralysis, the intellectual's trap. Then there are the smart investors who fall into analysis paralysis. You spend all day reading about missile ranges, aircraft carrier tonnage, and UN sanctions. You think that if you just gather enough data, you'll find the perfect moment to move. But while you're busy analyzing, you do nothing. You stop your savings, you stop your investments, and you let your cash rot while inflation eats it alive. Remember, time in the market is more important than timing the market. By the time the news is clear and safe, the biggest gains have already been made by those who had the courage to act while things were messy. 4. Financial doom scrolling. The most destructive tool in your house is your phone. Every breaking news notification is designed to spike your cortisol. When cortisol hits, your brain enters fight or flight mode. In that state, the logical part of your brain literally shuts down. You cannot make a rational financial decision when your body thinks it's being hunted by a predator. Turn off the notifications. If your strategy was solid 3 months ago during peace, it is still solid today. The value of a great company doesn't vanish because 2 politicians are arguing on television. Discipline is the only hedge that never fails. The US and Iran will have tensions for years. It's a global chess game, but you are not a pawn. By understanding how oil pulls the strings of inflation and how financial havens protect you, you've just leveled up. Don't let the headlines keep you up at night. Let them be signals to move your money with intelligence. Remember, a crisis is for those who don't know what to do. For the rest, it's just a redistribution of wealth. Make sure you are on the receiving end, not the giving end. See you soon.